Well, I never thought I'd be making this video, but today is my last day that I'm riding in Las Vegas. And I'm gonna head out to Red Rock one last time. But in the meantime, while I'm making my way out there, I'm gonna review my Shimano ST-R500 shifters. I'm gonna talk about my experience I've had with them for the past few weeks, and if they're any good. Well, it's the last time I'm climbing that hill. I'm kind of excited about that. And it's like the first 10 minutes of my ride, I have to hit up a 7-8% climb. But that leads me to my first point. Climbing out of the saddle and on the hoods of these shifters, absolutely comfortable. I think the only thing though is I feel like the shape of these hoods work better with the traditional drop bar shape rather than the compact bar. I'm still playing with the angle, but I'll figure it out when I get to my new location. Also, the Shimano Octalink system, I think it's trash. There is this knock that has developed because it is used, but when I first installed it, it was fine. And then over time, when I'm putting a lot of power down and also climbing, there's this knock that occurs, and it's bad enough to where I can replicate it right now. Yeah, I wanted to show you that before I leave this trail, but before I do, for the final time, I'm gonna show you how these shifters are super comfortable sprinting from the hoods, and also the arrow hood position works great in these. Well, I'm gonna miss that strip of trail. It's one of the few secluded areas out here riding in Vegas, but there's better things in the future, I know that for sure. But there's an example of sprinting from the hoods with these shifters. The grip is great. The shape of them isn't uncomfortable or anything, but I was shifting from the hoods while sprinting as well. And there's no hesitation, there's no issues with shifting under load either. Now I am rocking the Shimano 4400 front and rear derailleur. It's supposed to be for 9-speed, but of course 8-speed works totally fine. Proven that in a previous video as well. The shifting with the right lever, it's actually more of an aggressive snap rather than a soft click like my Tiagra 4500 shifters. And I actually prefer that because it's so assertive in its shifts. It reminds me a little bit of my down tube shifters when they click into place. It's really nice. So I had to stop because the wind is picking up. It's supposed to be around 20-25 mile an hour winds today. So fitting for my final ride. Heavy winds, the sky is washed out because of all the dust, so the lighting is terrible, and there's just the crazy typical traffic. So let me actually talk about the front shifter. I recorded a clip and got drowned out by the wind. The Flight Deck era stated that it was good for double and triple crank sets. Now I don't own a triple, so I can't even test that. But when I installed this, and of course I have the double crank set on this bike right now, it works totally fine. There's no extra clicks. It's not unnatural. It feels like a double shifter. So hopefully one day I can test a triple to see how that feels. And now some clips while I'm riding on the hoods and in the drops, and shifts beautifully. Overall though, if you have a chance to get a hold of these shifters, I highly recommend them. Again, I like shifters with externally routed shifter cables because they're way easier to work on. You can diagnose a problem way easier. And usually people kind of gloss over these shifters because of that detail. They're a little bit older, they're only for 8-speed. But of course there's other flight deck shifters that are for 9-speed. That's only an extra speed, but the best part is they shift beautifully, nice and aggressive. You know when a shift occurs and it's not like you're kind of wondering at certain times. Lastly, since they're not in high demand, people gloss over them. So I think it's fairly easy when they do pop up to snag them. Now, would I pick them over my 4500 Tiago shifters? Oh yeah, I definitely would. However, I do have the Shimano 105 SE STI shifters, which will be next, so stay subscribed for that. Kind of a con though is when buying these used, everyone scuffs the heck out of them. It's crazy. Even these low usage ones that I got, they were just super scuffed. Now, I found out a little trick to take care of them, to bring them a little closer to original, but you basically get either a silver Sharpie or, in my case, a knockoff Sharpie. And that color seems to match the faceplate. I'll put some pictures up right now so you can see. So I reached the end of the trail to get to Red Rocks. I hope I survive because it's uphill and a headwind the whole time, so. Well, I just reached my turnaround spot. Today was gonna be just the last normal ride. I did do a specialty ride, my last Red Rock loop, so if you wanted to check out that video, I'm gonna post it right up there. But the official farewell, I don't know when I'm gonna come back. I have no intention on coming back unless it's for future business. I'm not too sure, but this is an official farewell. And it's crazy to think about. As soon as I start moving from this spot, that just is closer to the new chapter and the location that I'm gonna be living in. So I'm gonna take it in a few more moments. All right, my place is right around the corner, so the ride is officially going to be over soon. But I want to thank you for joining me this video. Hopefully the review aspect of it with the ST-R500 shifters really shine some light on the shifters if you want them or are just curious about them. But yeah, that's all she wrote. That's been my stomping grounds for 10 years, and that was the last time riding out there. Am I gonna miss it? Yeah, there's just so much dust in the air during spring. Experience one go shift, one. With where I'm going, probably not. But stay subscribed if you want to find out where I'm going. I'll post short little updates on Instagram, so follow me on Instagram, New Old Steel. And there may be a little bit of time where I'm not posting. My bikes are going to take some time to arrive along with my stuff, so might be a little short period of time of no posting, but as soon as I get everything ready to go, I'll be posting again. So keep following me, stay subscribed, and I'll catch you in the next video in another environment, another state. Cannot wait.